Hi everyone, today I'm going to be filming a saddle pad collection slash more like obsession video. This has been requested several times, so I thought I'd just sit down and film it today, so let's just jump right in. The first couple of saddle pads are by a brand named Shedrow, which you can buy from Greenhawk, which is a Canadian only franchise. If you're Canadian, I'm sure you know about it. If you're American, you might know about it, but it's like Dover in the US, it's only in Canada. So the first one is this lime green all-purpose pad. This was the very first saddle pad I bought. It's very, very old and has been used a lot, but I'm very impressed with it. It's stood up very well to all kinds of weather, and it's actually kept its color very well for how many times it's been washed and in the sun and rained on and probably trampled. It's just lime green with the keepers and the Velcro, and it has a light blue slash baby blue trim around it. The next one is also a all-purpose saddle pad by Shedrow, and this has been discontinued several years ago. I saw it when it was on clearance, so it was only like $19, so I thought, oh, I'm gonna get that because it's my two favorite colors. In the photo, it appeared to be much more vibrant blue. It's actually a very not vibrant blue. And then it just has, again, lime green trim with rope binding and the keepers, and it's a shamrock style, so the quilting and stitching is done like shamrocks. Next is a diamond quilted saddle pad by Shedrow again, and it is, I generally only use this in the winter time because it is very thick. The quilting in it is quite thick, and in the summer the horses sweat so much it just gets full of sweat and they sweat through it, so I tend to only like to use this in the winter. It has the keepers and the girth things, and then it just has light blue trim. So again, it's all purpose, not sure if I mentioned that, nothing too special. It's held up pretty well, it has seen a lot of weather, and the color is fading from it. But I can't really complain. All these saddle pads are very inexpensive compared to some higher end brands that you might say. The next is also by Shedrow, and it's called a diamond quilted pad, I believe, diamond whatever. It's orange obviously, and then it has this grayish trim and rope binding. I really love this saddle pad. Got it a couple of years ago, and I haven't used it a whole ton, but again, it's stood up pretty well. All these are really easy saddle pads to wash. You just throw them in the washing machine and they come very clean. Alright, the next two are more show pads, so they're white and generally only get used for shows or photo shoots. So this one, if you know the brand of this saddle pad, it's Dressage. Let me know because I bought it off Facebook, one of those sharing group selling sites, and I fell in love with it, and I was like, it was so cheap, I need to have that, so I just bought it. It has no brand on it as far as I can tell. Yeah, I have no idea where it was made or what brand it's by, but it's really unique. It's just white, and sorry for the dirt, it's just my saddle dye rubbing off on it. It's white and then it has this silver piping. I'm sure you could show in this if you needed to, although it might be frowned upon. And then it just has these emblems in the corners, which is like my favorite thing, is to have emblems in the corners or some sort of fancy stitching or design, because I just love that. I think it looks so neat, and it just says chess champion since 1964. I thought it was really cool, so I snapped that up while I could. The next one is my Dressage show pad, so I use it for flat shows, whatever, and it's just a Shedrow small quilted cotton pad. It's really, really thin, and it's the quail tail or dovetail they call it, so if you can see that, the back end here swoops into a quail slash dovetail, which I really like the look of. I just think it makes, at least the horse I ride, so much, it makes him look so much better and makes his body look really, really good, and his conformation, whereas sometimes the rounded ones I don't really like. Anyways, I love it, and it's a natural contoured wither lift, so it doesn't press really hard on the withers or anything, and it's a beautiful saddle pad, and it wasn't that expensive, and it's great for showing, so that's what I use for showing. Alright, the next three are my absolute favorite saddle pads. The first one is by Escadron, and then the other two are from Germany. A friend brought them back for me. I can link their, like what store I bought them from down below if you like. But anyways, this is the Escadron saddle pad. I believe it's their spring 2015 collection. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. And it's just one of the, it was still really expensive. Luckily a friend bought it for me for my birthday. But it's one of their more inexpensive ones compared to what they can cost. I'm in love with Escadron. I think all their stuff is so stunning and beautiful. I love it, and I love their colors. This is like my favorite color ever. And it's just small, quilted. As far as I can tell, I've only used it a handful of times, but it's such good quality. Again, this is just dirt here, and it comes off. It has keepers, Velcro keepers, and the keepers here. Its binding is just black, white, and dark blue, and then it has the Escadron symbol right there. I'm probably like going out of the frame. And I love it. It's called mint green, aqua green, or aquamarine green, whatever you want to call it. I love it. It's so nice. Alright, this one is one of the ones from Germany, and if you like saddle pads that have the emblems in the corner or just really unique saddle pads, honestly, order from the UK or Germany or any European countries, honestly, because they have the coolest saddle pads. I'm in love with all of them. This is just a dressage. Oh, the Escadron was dressage too, if you didn't clue into that. Dressage, striped, whatever you want to call it, as keepers, and then it has rope, binding, edging, enhancements, and it's chocolate brown and light blue, as you can tell. In the corners it has just this little stitching emblem sort of thing on both sides, and that's one of the reasons I bought it, because I love that. And yeah, it's really nice. I just have one little thing I have to fix on it. There's a little tear in one of the stitchings, but it's not a problem, honestly. It would take, oh here it is, take 2 seconds to fix. And the next one is a all-purpose jumping pad, and it's just, I love the color, that's why I bought it. I just love the vibrant blue, and the stitching was really cool, I thought, the swoop stitching. Honestly, it's such a big saddle pad, I can use it with a dressage saddle, so it's an all-purpose jumping saddle pad, but I use it with a dressage saddle and it works just fine. The only jumping part about it is this rounded, more circular front, where a jumping saddle's flaps would go forward like that. The edging is just chocolate brown, and then it has this rope binding, which is gold and light blue to match the saddle pad. And the keepers, again, dark brown, and then it just has a white inside, and it's very nice and clean. Those two ones from Germany, they were very reasonably priced in my opinion, but they are well made, but they don't stand up as well to, say, some of my other saddle pads I have. They're a little more, I have to be a little more careful with them. Like the Escadron is so tough, like I think you could just run over it and it'd still be fine. Those ones, I'm more careful with the stitching and where it's being sewn and everything for tears and everything. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments about these saddle pads, please let me know, and I really enjoyed filming this, so I hope it was enjoyable to watch. And just pop me any questions or comments or video requests down below. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!